Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in the Tay Ninh province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, last term, a workshop to promote production and consumption of high-quality beef, chaired by the Department of Livestock Production of the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, was held in Tay Ninh. Attending the seminar, there were Mr. Tống Xuân Chinh, Deputy Director of the Department of Livestock Production, Mr. Tony Hammond, Co-Chancellor of Australia's Agriculture in Vietnam.
Mr. Tống Xuân Chinh, Deputy Director of the Department of Livestock Production, said that in 2020, the number of cows in our country has increased by about 3%, and beef output has increased by 4.3% compared to 2019. Developing a beef breeding is considered as an important solution to restructure the livestock industry and build a new countryside in the context of African swine fever outbreak. But there is no commercial vaccine. However, beef still accounts for a relatively low proportion of the output of lightweight meat produced and consumed in our country. The Department of Livestock Production has set a target to improve the productivity and quality of beef production in our country, meeting domestic demand and export, maintain an average herd growth rate of 1% per year in the period of 2021-2030, and beef production increased by an average of 6% per year, increasing the rate of gross breast cost of specialized meat breeds to over 70% of the total herd. At the same time, experts from the Department of Livestock Production, Department of Agro-Processing and Market Development, Department of Quality Management of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries presented and discussed the techniques of cattle factoring before taking meat, criteria for ensuring food safety and hygiene, models of cooperation in production and consumption of beef. Mr. Tony Hammond, Australian Agriculture Councillor in Vietnam, said that Australia is very honored to be one of Vietnam's partners in the development of the livestock industry, trade and many other fields.
Through 2 days of urgent ensures working with a high sense of responsibility, the 13th session of the People Council of the Tay Ninh City for the term of 2016-2021 on December 17 and 18, the meeting completed the working program with many important content. The session spent a lot of time on question and answer session for the urban establishment problem group. The consultancy have answered the clarified the cause and status of the problem, as well as identify some basic solution to overcome in the future. At this session, the delegates focused on reviewing report, statement, and personal draft resolutions submitted at the meeting, which are important to promote socio-economic development of the city in the coming period. In the last time, the Party Committee of the Tay Ninh Provincial Border Guard Command held the conference to summarize the Border Guard work in 2020. At the same time, launched a movement of emulation for victory in 2021 under the chair of Colonel Lê Hồng Vương, commander of the Tay Ninh Provincial Border Guard Command.
In 2020, in addition, the successful organization of the 13th Party Committee Congress of the Border Guard of Tay Ninh Province, the term of 2020-2025, Tay Ninh Border Guard Force has to devote the entire unit to resign and coordinate with the police and military forces to perform dual tasks of both monitoring and protecting the border and controlling and preventing the COVID-19 epidemic. On behalf of the Party Committee of Command, Colonel Nguyễn Tài Sơn, Political Commissioner of the Provincial Border Guard Command, launched the Victory Emulation movement in 2021 with the theme Solidarity, Moral Discipline, Creativity, Determination to Win. It is required that the unit strive to emulate, establish many new victories and achievements, dedicate themselves to the cause of building and firmly defending the territorial sovereignty and national border security.
Also in the last term, the Youth Union of ANC and Enterprise had a conference to summarize the work of the Youth Union and Youth Movement in 2020. In 2020, many new models and good practices implemented by the Youth Union of ANC and Enterprise not only attracted a large number of members, young people in the bloc to participate, but also received many positive feedback from society. Union facilities in the block also focus on social security activities. Typically, the activities of building benevolence houses, giving free games cluster for children, providing medical examination, medicine, and giving gifts to policy beneficiaries, households in difficult circumstances. In 2020, due to the impact of the COVID-19 epidemic, the propaganda activities to prevent epidemic have also been focused on implementing by the union. The contests including learning about the COVID-19 epidemic, video design 1 minute of optimism, matching COVID, online running contests, connecting youth, running for health. The activities of donating medical supply and equipment have been regularly carried out with many positive effects.
In 2020, the People's Committee of Tay Ninh Province has paid great attention to poverty reduction, drastically directing the concentration of large resources to implement policy credit programs through the Bank for Social Policies. By the end of November 2020, the total loan sales of the Bank for Social Policies of Tay Ninh Province range reached over 716 billion Vietnam dong, in which it focused on the main programs, loan for clean water, sanitation, and rural environment for more than 296 billion Vietnam dong, for production and business households in difficult areas of over 117 billion Vietnam dong, for supporting job creation, job maintenance, and expansion of more than 90 billion Vietnam dong, for households that have just escaped from poverty of over 87 billion Vietnam dong, for students with difficult circumstances of more than 75 billion Vietnam dong. Over the past years, the policy credit programs dispersed through the Bank for Social Policies have made important contributions to the socio-economic development of Tay Ninh Province, a true tool and solution in the implementation of the goal of poverty reduction, job creation, new rural construction, limiting black credit, and solving social security issues in the province.
Ladies and gentlemen, recently Chau Thanh District Union coordination with Poly Vietnam Co. Ltd, located in Phước Đông Industrial Park, Go Dao District, held the Day of Job Consultancy and Introduction in 2020. At this event, the representatives of Poly Vietnam Co. Ltd informed about its recruitment needs during the peak period of late 2020 and early 2021 to the young people and workers in Phước Yên Commune. Accordingly, the company is currently in need of recruiting about 6,000 workers working in different staff and departments. Apart from the basic salary and the worker surplus, the company also has many attractive resume and policy for employees in accordance with the law. Many questions of young people and employees were answered the detailed instructions by the company's representatives on the side of Chau Thanh District Youth Union. If the youth and worker need for employment, the youth union at all levels will continue to guide, support, and help young people and workers to find out soon job. On this occasion, Poly Vietnam Co. Ltd presented 20 gifts to young people and people in difficult circumstances in the localities. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.